name is still Raunchy Ram, and I'm bringing you guys some more Nioh gameplay. Now, since you last saw me playing Nioh, I've learned quite a few things, and I figured out some stuff, and it can be a lot like Dark Souls, where you just gotta memorize where everyone is. I found some more things to complain about. Mostly that's what I wanted to bring up, is just the things in this game that annoy me. Make an offering. Do I have enough to actually get a level up? Only get 16 Amrita. No, I won't. Anyway, there are some extra cool things about this game that like Dark Souls doesn't even have in theirs. Like, some of you are probably familiar with the, I think it's called Bloodlust weapon, the one you get from the Mound Makers faction for invading other people and killing them. That one has a buff where you stab yourself and you deal more damage. This one has something similar, except you don't actually hurt yourself, and it's unique because it starts to make more of a difference based on which guardian spirit you have. Like, the one I have is Daibawashi, the little hawk thing. So I'll be able to show you guys living weapon here in a second, because Daibawashi actually gets living weapon quite a bit. Now, I actually think that people who use the hammers in this will have a huge advantage in this game, just because the hammers, and from the looks of it, axes, also stagger a lot more from their mid stance. Mid stance is R1 and square. The game, when it talks about stances, you think it means poise, but because of playing Dark Souls, but the game actually means where on the wheel your stances are. So R1 in triangles high stances, R1 in X is low stances, R1 in square is mid stances. So, yeah. Anyway, I already complained about how there's not enough quick slots, considering that your ninjutsu and your onmyo magic will take up the space. Now, as you notice, enemies drop elixirs, and you can get more that way without actually having to find them. I don't know if they actually restore, at shrines, but if they do, that's crazy. People who use Daibawashi at the beginning to build up elixirs are going to have a way easier time. The hammer here is also going to be really easy, because just watch. This guy, you probably saw in the last one how easily this guy stun locked me, and I just work him over just like that. So actually, we're going to explore this little village here today, because I found a way to get into it without, like, angering every enemy and their mother. Now, I actually do like that ninjutsu, the shuriken. It's like having an infinite supply of stones. Alright, let me show you guys living weapon real quick. I gotta wait for an enemy to get close, because if I don't, it gets wasted. See? That's all it is. It covers your weapon and your spirit, and then with your spirit's power you can get various buffs, damage increases, and stuff like that. Daibawashi specifically gives you wind element on your weapon. But yeah, the people who use the hammer, as you can see, are going to have a really easy time with this game. So, like, when the game comes out, I'd totally recommend, if you still get the same spirits and stuff like that, I'd recommend starting with Daibawashi, so that you get increased drop rates, and try to get yourself a hammer. Alright, sorry, I was silent there, focusing extra hard. Now I'm gonna just use an elixir here so that the next time we use a prayer place, I'm gonna see if I get the full 5 back. So the last time I said the weapons don't have classes, like you don't get a dexterity, there's no dexterity type weapons, no strength type weapons. It's actually the weapon itself that decides it, and what it is like hammer classes are going to use strength, and then katana ones are going to use heart. So you kind of still are restricted heavily on what you can do just based on leveling and stuff like that. So you're still gonna end up picking one classification of weapon and then using that the entire time. But instead of saying like, oh, I'm gonna use dex-based weapons, you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna use nothing but katanas, which can be annoying. More Nikawa glue. That's for armor repair, and that's another thing. The thing that restores durability on your weapons doesn't even restore it back to 100%. It restores it only by 50%. Whoa, whoa, calm down. I can't stun lock this guy. He's a high stance katana. I don't think I can actually stun lock this guy, I don't. Oh, there we go. No, fuck. Alright, so that little village there wasn't actually necessary, it was just some items there, but thankfully my dead body is in an easy place for me to get back to. Alright. Okay, so when you die and you have elixirs past your total, those ones don't stay. I don't know. Oh wait, I ate that one. Okay, so you got 3 that are restored, and then you got the extra ones that you find. So you can use your drop rate to stockpile them. That samurai was hard. So you could stockpile elixirs if you wanted to, but like the elixirs take so long to eat that, and the enemies are so aggressive that you're not really going to get much of an opportunity. I don't even need to fight those guys. I could have just run right past. Alright. So, I think for most of your enemies, the hammer will cut it. I mean, even the axe wielders. The only ones it's not going to help you with are the high stance samurais. You can tell they're high stance if their weapon attacks are really slow. I need to get back to Daiba. I screwed up. I'm still in high stance. So like each time I play, I want to show you guys just something different, like a different area. I don't want to have like a million episodes of you guys seeing me attempt to finish something. There we go, and let's get Daiba back. 1500. I can almost get 2 level ups with that. I'm just gonna finish getting up this last little bit. Oh, the other guys. No. Okay, I was worried that just because of how recently I grabbed Daiba, that Daiba might not stay there. let me get Daiba back, and then... Well, I think I'm going to use a different spirit. I've got the weapons that I want. So I think I'm not going to use my drop rate anymore on Daiba and use... I think it's Kota or the... Oh, I ran too far. You don't want to run up there and try and fight him because you'll fight two at once. I still find that funny that you decapitate dudes when you swing your hammer at them. Alright, instead of screwing around, I'm going to grab Daiba and get out. Now, what I also don't like is how sensitive the walls are. If you use a hammer, your weapon won't bounce off the walls as much, but if you're using something like the spear, your weapon will bounce off every wall. Let's get this guy over here. So, also the hammer's a good one for you to use. Not the hammer. The spear is good to use because it scales off a body, and you're gonna be upgrading your body pretty frequently because that's your health. Hard to for katanas is it's all right to level up if you're planning on using living weapons a lot. Not living weapons. If you're planning on using heavy attacks a lot because it goes off your ki gauge. But spirit affects only your spirit, and the other one. What's the other one? Skill? I know skill's one of them. Well, I can just check right here. Yeah, your body will be good to level up, so using the spear is a good one if you plan to upgrade your health a lot. But the spear doesn't really have that much knockback. Strength is for hammers. Like, it's just there's certain stats that are only good for just weapons and nothing else. And then you got these ones that are good for multiple things. So, like, people might use spears and get some really high damage returns on them, but hammers are going to have the most stagger. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to level up off screen, and I'll be back to show you guys some more stuff later. For now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.